auditioning to take my place when I retire from doing this game.
Oh wait, I forgot this is going on YouTube.
This is. That's okay though, I usually don't start the video at the beginning of the song just so I don't get a YouTube strike. I usually do it a few seconds in, so.
I don't know, I kind of went along for a while.
Hey look, your zero did show up, so you're good.
Did I really?
It is. Well, the Pokémon Game Show, we're at Anime Blast Chattanooga. It's the final day, it's the final panel. Thanks for sticking around to the very end. We'll make it worth your while. Someone on this stage with me is going to win free admission to Anime Blast Chattanooga 2016. And it's going to be one of these lovely people here. Let's introduce them, shall we? We will start with our first player. Furthest from me, let us welcome Courtney to the Pokémon Game Show. Who is somewhat regretful of her decision to get into the contestant line, which usually draws you right to the joker that you need to get onto the show. Tell us about yourself. You go a little closer to the microphone so we can all hear you. That's okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Strong start.
Best of luck to you, Courtney. Our second player has been on at least one Greggo's Game Show in the past from Sale of the Century. Let's welcome Jared. The winner from Sale of the Century and current champion from AkaiCon. Welcome to the Pokemon Game Show, man.
What's
How's things been going since Akai?
Pretty good, all things considered. Panels are a little iffy at times, but that's a gamble with them anyway.
How'd your panel go this weekend?
I did one more than I expected, but all in all, it was pretty good, I'd say.
Anyone go to his panels this weekend?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, excellent. Well, best of luck to you, Jared. And our third player is Serena, who was very excited that she got onto the Pokemon Game Show. She told me earlier that she was determined, bound determined, and here she is. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Serena, but my real name is Allison, and I actually tried out for the Pokemon Game Show 2 years ago, didn't get it, so probably was my most excited.
There you are. Best of luck. Serena's mic is low. Yeah, so we'll get that sorted out when we need to.
That comes Morgans.
Well, congratulations for making it on, and we wish you the best of luck. Our fourth player, I'm going to let you pronounce it.
My name's Aiden, but on most internet platforms I go by Obia.
Okay.
This is my second year at Anime Blast, second time being on Greggo's Game Show at Anime Blast. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't told there was gonna be a champion on this little contestant round here, so I'm kinda nervous. You know, he runs panels, man. You can't.
But will he? But the time is of the essence in this game, especially for this.
I mean, if this were a Smash Bros. Game, you know, that'd be all me. By the way, I run Smash Bros. Panels at Chattanooga, so shameless self-plug.
All right, and I've been informed by our wonderful tech person, Cody, that Serena and Obia, if you would please share your microphone. Apparently yours has bit the dust, so there we go. I have a brand new round one. I've been doing a lot of retooling of this game, and I thought we would try something different. So round one today is called Hot Potato. Now ordinarily we play games off of this game board, but the only thing we're going to be doing off of this game board now is picking categories. And Courtney, since you are in the first position, this is what's going to happen. You're going to pick one of those 30 numbers in front of you, and I'm going to reveal a category. And beginning with you will name something in that category. The good news is I'm going to give you an example, so you can just use my example if you want. And then Jared is going to have to give an answer that fits in that category, and then Serena, and then Obia, and then back to you. You're going to continue doing that, passing the hot potato along until one of three things happens. Either you take too much time, you repeat an answer that's already been given, or you give me an incorrect answer. When that happens, any of those things, you'll hear that sound effect, and that means you will earn a strike. The first player to accumulate 3 strikes is out of the game, all right? Now, whoever remains, the 3 of you will continue on in the normal fashion as we've always played this game. Whoever gets to the end will win the free badge to next year and have a chance to face our champion from Anime Blast Chattanooga 2014. Are you in the audience by chance? No, she is not. So we had a Sylveon last year who made it all the way and won, and she is in the board ready to face whoever wants to try to become the new champion. All right? So, Courtney, there are 30 numbers in front of you. I would like you to choose any one you like.
7.
Number 7. All right. Here's the category, Pokemon Professors. All right. Now the good news for all 4 of you is I'm giving each of you a free pass. So if it comes to you and you just get stuck, say pass. You can do that one time. There are other passes hiding on the board, so you might find some. So here's the question. I want you to name any Pokemon Professor that has appeared in any Pokemon video game. Just the games, so not the ones from the television show that only appeared in the television show or the movies. But it can be anyone who is considered, according to Bulbapedia, a Pokemon Professor. All right? So, and the list, I will tell you, has more than 20 names on it. So, if you get stuck and you can't come up with something, throw something out, and you might be correct. So here is an example. In Pokemon X and Y, it is Professor Sycamore. So you may use that example if you want, or you can give me anything else. But Courtney, we need Pokemon Professors, and you start us off.
Birch.
Birch is 1. Jared.
Rowan.
Rowan is 1. Serena.
Sycamore.
Sycamore is 1. You use the example, that's fine. Obia.
Oak.
Oak is 1. Back to Courtney.
Juniper.
Juniper is 1. Jared.
Elm.
Elm is 1. That's all the main ones. Now it gets difficult, and it goes to Serena.
Rowan.
Rowan, that has been said already. I'm afraid that earns you a strike. So, other ones you could have said, Cosmo, Fennel, Cedric, Park, Colress, Silktree, Bugsy, Crane, Dr. Kamiko, P, Hastings, Dr. Astropoff, Burnett, or Andy. And if anyone in the audience knows all of those Pokemon Professors, good on you. All right. Now the good news is, Serena, you do earn a strike, and that means you get to go first on this next one. So you may use my example if you wish. Go ahead and pick a category.
9.
9. Let's see what's there. Pokemon types. All right, this is pretty straightforward. I want you to name any of the 18 Pokemon types. We are not counting triple question mark on that as one of the Pokemon types. So for example, Serena, you could say normal. All right, but we need any Pokemon types. Off you go.
Dark.
Dark is 1. Ovia.
Dragon.
Dragon is 1. Courtney.
Fairy.
Fairy is 1. Jared.
Steel.
Steel is 1. Serena.
Fire.
Fire is 1. Ovia.
Ghost.
Ghost is 1. Courtney.
Poison.
Poison is 1. Jared.
Electric.
Electric is 1. Serena.
Grass.
Grass is 1. Ovia.
Bug.
Bug is 1. Courtney.
Water.
Water is 1. Jared.
Flying.
Flying is 1. Serena.
Normal.
Normal is 1. That was the example. Ovia.
Ground.
Ground is 1. Courtney.
Rock.
Rock is good. Jared.
Fighting.
Fighting is good. Serena.
Psychic.
Psychic is good. Ovia.
Pass.
All right, there's your pass. We go back to Courtney.
Oh god. Flying.
Flying was already said, unfortunately.
We're
Courtney.
getting to you.
That earns you a strike. What didn't we have? Ice. And I think that was it. Steel was said. I think ice was the last one on the list. So there you go. Well done. 17 out of 18. I am impressed. Good job, panel. All right, Courtney, that means you get to go first. Now, Obia has lost his pass for this one, so and the onus is on him. But Courtney, pick a category.
13.
Number 13. And, oh gosh.
Are you serious?
All right. Backwards alphabet. This is how it works. Starting with the letter Z and going backwards through the alphabet, you are going to give me the name of a Pokemon whose name starts with that letter. And you're going to call the letter followed by the Pokemon. Otherwise, you're going to forget the letter that we're on. All right, so to make it easy, what I want to hear from you, for example, Courtney, Z, Zubat. All right, and then we'll go backwards through the alphabet.
Someone ordered shenanigans.
Courtney, begin.
Z. Zygarde.
Z, Zygarde, correct?
Y. Eveltal.
Correct. Serena?
X. Xerneas.
Xerneas, correct. Obia?
V. Volbeat.
W comes before X. And that's the end of the backwards alphabet. Here's the funny thing. Leslie and I were practicing, or I was practicing to Leslie, and I also skipped W when I was doing it. So I can't hold it against you, but I have to give you a strike.
That's fine.
So that's okay. You now have control of the board with your one strike. Pick a category.
29.
29. And fire moves. This is a tricky one. There are only 8 correct answers in this category. What I want from you players are any legit Pokemon moves who contain the word fire. All right? So, for example, Shadow Fire, which is one of the Shadow Pokemon moves from XD. All right? So, you may use my example, or you can go out on a limb, but Ovia, you have control with no passes. Please begin.
Fire spin.
Fire Spin is 1. Courtney.
Fire blast.
Fire Blast is 1. Jared.
Fire punch.
Fire Punch is 1. Serena.
Fire Fang.
Fire Fang is 1. Back to Ovia.
Shadow fire.
You use the example. That's fine. Courtney.
Pass.
All right, there's your pass. That's fine. Jared.
Pass.
All right, there goes your pass. To Serena.
Fire Pledge.
Fire Pledge is 1. Ovia. No.
Fire.
No. Good job. All right, so we've all used our passes now. I know. Oh, you have not used your passes. Okay, so unfortunately, Ovia, that earns you your second strike. There are 2 other moves you could have said. Sacred Fire and Mystical Fire are the other 2 that contain the word fire. All right, so 2 strikes, Ovia, but here's the good news. There are 7 squares on the board that say free pass. If you find one, you get your pass back. Where are you going?
4.
Number 4. Aha! I have a feeling we're going to get all of these. I simply want you to name all of the Eevee evolutions, not including Eevee because it's not an evolution. For example, Ovia, you could say Jolteon. Best of luck.
Espeon.
Is 1. Courtney.
Sylveon.
Is 1. Jared.
Umbreon.
Is 1. Serena.
Vaporeon.
Is 1. Ovia.
Jolteon.
Is 1. Courtney.
Glaceon.
Glaceon is 1. Jared.
Flareon.
Flareon is 1. Serena.
Avion.
And you got all of them. Well done. All right. So I had a feeling that might happen. So when you clear the category, no one gets a strike. And we start with whose turn it naturally would be, which means, Ovia, you're back on. And that's good for you because you can use the example. Choose the category.
20.
Number 20.
Free pass, come on.
I think we might. All right, this might be interesting. Stone Evolvers is the category. This is what I want from you now. I have a list in front of me, and it's a quite long list. Now, I want the Pokemon that you would give a stone to in order to evolve them. So, for example, Clefairy. Use a Moonstone, you get Clefable. I want the Pokemon that you give the stone to in this case. Do not give me the final result unless for some reason it also uses a stone.
So we do the Pokemon and the stone?
No, all I need is the Pokemon. All right? So for example, you could say Clefairy. All right? Ovia, you may begin.
Clefairy.
Is 1. Courtney.
Togetic.
Togetic is 1. Jared.
Gloom.
Gloom is 1. Serena.
Eevee.
Eevee is a good one. Ovia.
Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl is 1. Courtney.
My goodness.
Time, 10 seconds has expired. Unfortunately, that earns you a strike, Courtney. There's several. Nidorina, Nidorino, Panpour, Pansage, Panseer, Pikachu, Staryu, Vulpix, Weepinbell, Electric, Flow, there's a lot. Growlithe. Unfortunately, that is your second strike, Courtney, but the good news is you get to go, and there's still 7 free passes hiding on the board. Where would you like to go?
18.
Number 18. Free pass. All right, so you get your free pass back. You could get another one. If you find another one, please choose another number.
28.
28. All right, pure Generation 1 water Pokemon. I have in front of me a list of 5, 10, 15, 18 Pokemon from Generation 1 who are water and no other type. So pure water type Pokemon. For example, you could say Vaporeon as a pure water type Pokemon. Courtney, you have a pass now, and you may begin.
Squirtle.
Is 1. Jared.
Shelter.
Is 1. Serena.
Pass.
All right, there goes your pass. We go to you, Obia.
Vaporeon.
There goes the example. Back to Courtney.
Wartortle.
Is 1. Jared.
Staryu.
Staryu is 1. Yep. Serena.
Blastoise.
Blastoise is 1. Obia.
Poliwag.
Poliwag is 1. Back to Courtney.
Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl is 1. Back to Jared.
I should do this. Give it to me.
Time is up. 10 seconds is up, and that means that you earn your first strike. Psyduck, Golduck, Seal, Krabby, Kingler, Horsey, Seadra, Goldeen, Seaking. I feel like I'm doing the Poke Rap. And everyone's favorite, Magikarp would have done it as well. All right. So, players, now Courtney is the only one who has a free pass. Jared, you get to start. Choose a number.
15.
15. Okay, let's visit our good buddy Executor. Executor is a grass and psychic type Pokemon, which means he has a lot of weaknesses. 7 to be exact. I want you to name all 7. He is grass and psychic type, so for example, Jared, you could say fire as one of his weaknesses. But there are 7 total. Please begin.
Ice.
Ice is 1. Serena.
Electric.
Electric, no, I'm sorry to say, electric is just fine to use. That is your second to strike. Flying, poison, bug, ghost, fire, ice, dark. Those are all of Executor's weaknesses. So, all right, Serena, the good news is that means you get to start, and you can use my example if you wish. Choose a category.
22.
22. We should blow right through these. Quite simply, I would like you to name all of the starter Pokemon that you can receive at the beginning of each of the 6 generations of games that are fire type. For example, Charmander. So, Serena, take it away.
Tepig.
Tepig is 1. Obia. Charmander! Charmander is 1. Courtney.
Finnegan.
Fennekin is 1. Jared.
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil is 1. Serena. I'm sorry, Serena, time ran out on you. Torchic or Chimchar. Those were the other 2. I'm sorry, Serena, that is your 3rd strike, which means I have to say you are out of the game. But thank you so much. Let's give it up for her. We are down to 3 players, but we're not going to be done until we get down to 1. And we'll do that right after this. Stay tuned. We are back to Pokemon Game Show here at Anime Blast Chattanooga 2015. You two, let me know what you thought about that first round. I think it's a keeper, and the audience seems to agree, so we may keep that one going. Welcome to round 2, players. 3 of you are left. 1 of you is still in it for the grand prize, the free badge to next year. Round 2 is everyone's favorite, the evolution match. I will explain how that works, but first, we need someone to have control of our board. And now we're going to go to toss-ups. I have a completed Pokedex from Pokemon X and Y. The good news is I'm only going to be asking Pokedex entries for Gen 1 Pokemon, all right? Because I bent your brains in round 1, so I'm going to make it a lot easier for you for the rest of the game here. So what I'm going to do is begin describing the Pokemon, give you its Dex entry. You're going to buzz in and name the Pokemon. If you're correct, you get control of the board. If you're incorrect, you are out for the rest of this question, all right? So, fingers on buzzers. Remember, Gen 1 Pokemon, buzz in when you can name what is now a fairy type. It captivates foes with its huge round eyes. And that is Obia who says,
Jigglypuff
is the right answer. That's what we were after. Good job. All right, Obia, here's how it works. On the board now we have pictures of Pokemon. All the Pokemon appear within an evolutionary chain. And all the members of the chain touch. For example, if we had a Charmander behind number 10, there would be a Charmeleon or a Charizard behind 4, 9, 11, or 16 because they touch. The third member of the chain would also touch, so you'd have either a straight line or an L shape there for that, all right? You're going to pick a Pokemon, then you're going to try to find all the Pokemon within its chain. There are no Megas, there are no Eevees, because we can't be here all day. If you find all the Pokemon that appear within the chain, you will capture them all. The first 2 players to capture 6, or the ones who are closest when time runs out for this round, will be the ones who move on. All right? Obia, I must caution you, something else is on that board as well.
It's a Team Rocket. Yep.
Yeah, there they are. Should you happen to cross Team Rocket, if you've captured any Pokemon, they will steal one, which means that you are not trying to match Pikachu because they can't steal him. However, if you find Pikachu, he joins you if you can make a match, and he can prevent you from a Team Rocket theft. All right? So, Obia, where would you like to begin?
Number 1.
In the corner. And there we find a Squirtle. All right, well, 50-50 chance you're going to find the next one.
7.
Number 7. There's Wartortle. There are 3 possible locations for Blastoise. Find them, and you get all 3.
8.
Number 8. Is he right? He's right! Well. So,
Water power!
So right off the bat, you are halfway home. Now, as Pokemon come off the board, keep in mind that patterns become a little easier to follow with what's left. But also keep in mind that Team Rocket could be literally anywhere on that board. All right, fingers on buzzers, players. This time, buzz in when you can name this ground type. Lives about 1 yard underground, where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. Players, I will tell you that this is a straight ground type Pokemon, pure ground. It is the first in its evolutionary. What do you have, Jared?
Diglett.
Diglett is what we were after. Yes, good job. All right, you have control of the board, sir. Where would you like to start?
Let's go with 30.
Number 30 in the other corner. All right, and behind number 30, we find there are 2 spoons. So now we just need there are no spoons and there is 1 spoon.
Anyone got a vanilla?
About 24.
24. There is 1 spoon. 3 choices for Abra. Where is it?
29.
Let's see if you are right. Number 29, we find... Oh! All right. Good news is all that cost you is your turn. So... fingers on buzzers. The good news for Courtney and Obia is now they've got a 50-50 chance at finding 3 Pokemon if they get control of the board. Here is the next dex entry. Buzz in when you can name this normal type. After heightening its will to fight by whipping itself with its 3 tails, and Jared says...
Tauros.
Tauros is the right answer. Well done. All right, where are you going to go?
30 and 24.
All right, we know that's where a couple of things are. Now you got a 50-50 chance.
Where are you, Abra? How about 23?
23, is he there? Nope, Arcanine is there. So now we know a couple of things. Game gets a little more interesting. Someone might just steal 3 Pokemon out from under Jared, but only if they can tell me this fighting type. With its extremely tough muscles, it can keep swimming in the Pacific Ocean without, Obia?
Poliwrath.
Poliwrath, yes, there you go. The one that almost blew it for you in the first round if we got into naming water Pokemon. All right, go through the next round. I have a feeling you're about to.
30, 24, and 18.
There you go. Well done, because that's where the Abra is, and you are through to the next round, sir. All right, Obia, so congratulations, you are 1 step closer. Now, when we are down to 2 players, we enter sudden death. That means there are 3 questions left in this round. And whatever the board state is at that point will determine who moves on, unless there's a tie, and then I have a final tiebreaker. All right? So, fingers on buzzers, players. The next entry we are looking for is an electric type. It was discovered when Pokeballs were introduced. What do you got, Jared?
Voltorb.
Voltorb is what we were after, yes. Had you said Electrode, I would have read the whole thing for Courtney and given her a ton of clues. All right, Jared, where do you want to start?
How about 17?
Looking for Growlithe. Behind number 17, we find it.
23.
And there you go, and you are on the board in sudden death. All right, 2 for you. We close those off. Courtney, you are still in the game. 2 questions left. Here we go. We are now looking for a water type. The tentacles are normally kept short. What do you got, Jared?
Tentacle.
Tentacle is incorrect. Courtney, I get to read you a lot of text. Do not buzz in. Wait till I'm finished reading everything, and then just tell me what you think the answer is, all right? Because I'll stop reading if you buzz in, and then you'll have to give me an answer, all right? The tentacles are normally kept short. On hunts, they are extended to ensnare and immobilize prey. This is a dual type water and, okay?
Tentacle.
Tentacruel. All right, yes, that is what we were after. Thank you for shutting me up. Okay. All right, Courtney, you need to find some Pokemon to propel you into first place. Where are you going?
25.
25. Oh! All right. That was not what you wanted to see. Here's the deal. This is the final question of the round. Courtney, you must give me the correct answer on this one. You've got to buzz in, you've got to be right, or else it automatically ends because there's no way that you can catch up. If you do buzz in and give me the correct answer, you then need to find a match somewhere in order to stay in the game. So, fingers on buzzers. This time, we are going for an electric type. So here we go. Every hair on its body starts to stand sharply on end. Courtney
Jolteon.
is the right answer. So there you go. All right. First step complete. Now, you've got to make a match to stay in the game. Where to?
6.
Number 6. Oh! The strategy was sound. You would have put yourself in a 50-50 chance if that wasn't a rocket, but unfortunately it was, which means we have to say goodbye to you. But you made it a very fun, for someone who didn't realize what she was getting into until she got up here. Thank you so much for taking the Pokemon Game Show. Wait, I'm looking for champion. All right. Down to 2. We'll find out who gets to face the champion right after this. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. It is time for round 3. We are down to 2 players, Jared and Ovia. One of them is going to face our champion. But who do you have to face before you face the champion?
Team Rocket!
That's it.
The Elite Four is what we were after. You are going to be facing off against members of the Elite Four in this round, and I will explain how that works, but first let's get your right names in there on this software. All right, I'll explain how it works once we get there, but first, someone needs control, so please pick up your buzzers. Again, Gen 1 Pokedex entries for control. Buzz in when you can name this ground type. It is recognized by its rock-hard hide and its extended horn. Be careful with the horn. What do you got, Jared?
Right on.
Incorrect. So, Obia, you get to hear everything I have to say. You don't have to buzz in if you don't want me to shut up. Here we go. It is recognized by its rock-hard hide and extended horn. Be careful with the horn as it contains venom. This is a dual type, poison and ground. It is the final Pokemon in its evolutionary chain. It is the drill Pokemon. What are we after?
Nidoking
Is the right answer. There you go. All right. That gives you control of the first Elite Four battle.
I'm glad I didn't say Rhino.
Malva is the first Elite Four member you will face.
I knew I had to face an evil organization group.
Malva has 2 Pokemon, Pyroar, Fire and Normal, Talonflame, Fire and Flying. Now behind the 30 squares we have the names of moves. First you have to find a move that's super effective against Pyroar. Then you have to find a move that's super effective against Talonflame. In that order. If you can do that, you will defeat Malva. The player who defeats the most Elite Four members will win the game and the badge to next year. And you do win a badge for being on Pokemon Game Show. And have a chance to face Sylveon, our champion. So, Obia, you know nothing about the board right now, so I will give you the option. Do you want to go first, or do you want Jared to go first? You'll go back and forth until someone defeats her.
I would like to go first.
All right, then a number for Pyroar, please.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Lucky 7, come on.
And Earthquake is certainly super effective against Pyroar. Talonflame, please.
11.
7-11. Mudshot doesn't even touch Talonflame. So we go to you, Jared. Where do you want to start?
3.
Okay.
I'll just-
Cross Chop is super effective. That does the job. Talonflame.
16.
Yeah, you see what you did there now.
I caught myself.
No. Back to you, Obi, and I have a feeling you're going to win this one.
3.
Uh-huh. No, well, okay. There goes my feeling.
22.
22. Oh, that does it. Yes, Thunder Punch, super effective. You defeated them all the hard way, but you did it. So,
Okay, now what did I do?
well, there was you revealed a couple of moves already that were super effective against Pyroar. Well, I mean, you revealed one, yeah, but okay. I'll see what you did. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and give you credit because you did it, and we're going to close those doors, and we're going to send Malva out of here, and we're going to move on. For the second battle, fingers on buzzers. Buzz in when you can name this ice type. That live in seas with harsh tidal currents, grow large sharp spikes on their shells. Yes, Jared?
Cloister.
Is the right answer, yes. It's Cloister appears in the dex entry, so that's why I went, All right, Jared, that gives you control of the second Elite Four battle. It is Seabold. Seabold has a Barbaracle, Water and Rock, and Gyarados, Water and Flying. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first this time.
Barbaracle, please.
7.
We know that's right. Ground is super effective. Now Gyarados.
18.
Number 18. Dig is not super effective, but we know where all the ground types are, so that might come in handy later. How about you, Obia? Barbaracle, please.
7.
All right, lucky number 7 is correct. Gyarados.
19.
Number 19, what is lurking there? It is Surf, which is not super effective. We go back to Jared.
7.
And
21.
21. And there's again. Obia.
7.
And
Ground to finish.
30.
number 30. And
Sandslash wouldn't do
Jared.
7 and 26.
26. You missed. We ran out of ground moves, so now we're just missing. Obia.
7 and 8.
7 and 8.
Well, might be.
No, you missed too. Jared.
7 and 1.
7 and 1. Yes, there you go. Finally, you have tied the match 1-all. For the control of the third battle, which I can just imagine someone using the same ground attack over and over and over again, and it's not working. It's not working. They keep using it.
It's called the ass tactic.
All right, here we go. Buzz in when you can name this fire type, players. It is said to be the legendary bird Pokemon. Yes, what do you have, Obia?
Ultras.
Is the right answer? Yes, that gives you control of the third battle versus Wickstrom. Wickstrom has Probopass, Steel and Rock, and Aegislash. Steel and Ghost. Would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first.
All right, Probopass.
21.
21, you think? Yeah, that's right.
30.
30. Yeah, it's good that we found all these ground type moves, because ground's the only thing that hits Aegislash. You have defeated Wickstrom. Congratulations, let's get him out of here. and let's close those off. It usually takes us forever to get Aegis Slash out of the game, but you guys found all the ground, so thank you for that. All right, Jared, you must get this last battle in order to force a fateful encounter to decide the win. Buzz in for the 4th Elite Four battle when you can name this poison type. If one of the twin coughing yes, Obia.
Wheezing.
Yeah, of course it is. That's why I read that one nice and slow to give you both a shot. All right, Obia, it's Drasna, my favorite. Drasna has Altaria, dragon and flying. Drag algae, dragon and poison. First or second?
I'll go first.
Altaria.
25. Wait, damn it.
Rock throw is super effective. For the win, drag algae.
4.
Miss.
Do that score.
Jared.
25?
Is correct.
And 16. Okay. Wait, no!
Thank you for making the audience laugh. Obia.
25.
And
27.
nope. Yeah, it just flat out doesn't. Jared.
25 and 18, maybe?
Was it 18? Yes, it was super effective. You have tied the match. Fateful
Fisticuffs.
encounter. No. So, we don't normally give
Say
you
slash.
but you have both defeated an equal number of Elite Four members, which means you face off against, you'll find out in a moment, but first, buzz in when you can name this fighting type. The arm twisting punches is Obia
Hitmonchan?
is right. All right, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your fateful encounter. It's red.
Oh my god. You're evil.
Now, Obia, red has 2 Pokemon. Lapras, Charizard. Would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first.
All right, Lapras.
26.
Let's see what's behind number 26. You miss.
Daggum.
Jared.
14.
14. Water Pulse, no. Obia.
27.
27. Thunderfang, super effective. Charizard for the win.
13.
Rock Tomb, super effective. You are the winner of the Pokemon Game Show. Yeah, if you could have just said 14, the water would have done the trick. But that's okay. Thanks for making it exciting. Obia, congratulations. You are the winner of the Pokemon Game Show in Chattanooga. Jared, thank you so much. You're 1 out of 2 now on those game shows, so thank you so much. Give it up for Jared one more time. This is very good stuff. We're going to move straight on into this because we're out of time. All right. Congratulations, Obia. You are the winner, which means you have won free admission in Boss Chattanooga 2016. But you are not the champion. Last year, we crowned a brand new champion, and she sent me a trainer sprite, and she sent me a Pokemon list. So let's introduce our new champion, or our former champion, and still champion. It is Emily as Sylveon. So she has presented us with a challenge. 3 Pokemon, there are their silhouettes. Obia, again, we have names of moves on the board. You're looking for moves that are super effective against her 3 Pokemon. In the last round, you defeated 3 trainers yourself. You used 3 theoretical Pokemon to do that, and they know every single move on the board. You're going to find moves. If you find moves that are super effective, you will KO her Pokemon. If you don't, they will do 1 HP of damage. And they all have 4 HP, and you've already got your Pokemon.
All right, let's go.
If you can defeat our Pokemon before she defeats yours, you become the champion. You send me a trainer sprite. You pick any 3 Pokemon you want except for Electros because he has no weaknesses. And next time I'm here on this stage with 4 players, they will try to defeat you.
I'm prime and ready. I am the champion of puns.
Get out of here.
Shall we begin?
Sure.
No, we shall not because
come on.
we need to kick it up a notch.
Oh, do we?
Because this is the championship.
Oh, yeah.
There's Red's name.
The first Pokemon is Sylveon. Go to work. 4. Number 4. Thunder Fang, not super effective. 1 HP of damage. Continue.
30.
Number 30. Aerial Ace, not super effective. 1 HP of damage. Continue.
14.
Number 14. Surf, not super effective. 1 more and you get there.
1.
Number 1. And that's KO. All right, we got to put that one away. Back to your Pokeball. Continue.
13.
Number 13. Zap Cannon does the trick, and you have knocked out Sylveon. Yay. Ryan is going to face the second Pokemon, and it is Luxray. Begin.
22.
Number 22.
Mind ground moves.
That will work against Sylveon, but it does 1 HP of damage against Luxray. Continue.
16.
Number 16. Fire Fang, 1 HP of damage. You're doing it the hard way. Continue.
2.
Number 2. Ice Fang, there's all the fangs gone. 1 more.
3.
Number 3.
I thought you were a punching Pokemon.
Giga Drain does the trick, and you have knocked out Luxray.
How do you know that? Alright, you go over there. Dance last
Sylveon,
time.
well, you're still using Primate, I guess.
Well, whatever.
He's a hack Pokemon because he knows more than 4 moves.
I'm making a switch, a strategical switch.
Okay, against the final Pokemon for Emily, it is Delcatty. Best of luck.
7.
Number 7. KO.
Well, backfire.
Obia, you are down to your last Pokemon. Go to work.
Number 8.
Number 8. Wing attack, 1 HP of damage. Continue.
Number 9.
Number 9. Steel Wing, 1 HP of damage. Continue.
10.
Number 10. Oh!
It's okay, guys. You put up with good fine. Closer than nothing.
Oh, take a look at the board. I'll go ahead and show you where everything was.
Daggum monotypes.
But yeah, down in the left-hand corner and then the close combat on the right-hand side would have done the trick. Incidentally, had you continued in the way that you were going, you would have done something that no one has ever done and used 12 moves to defeat the 3 Pokemon. You were almost there. It would have been a first. Unfortunately, you are not the champion, which means that Sylveon, Emily, continues on as the champion at Anime Blast Chattanooga. But the good news is, Obia, you get to come back for free next year. You get to try again, maybe get onto the show again, and maybe you could become the best, like no one ever was.
I will
Give
kill
it up
that
for
Delta.
Obia.
Oh, okay, Roxy, let's go. Let's go. I don't remember who you are anyway. Let's go.
And guys, that is it for me. That's it for Anime Blast Chattanooga. Closing ceremonies is next. Thank you guys so much for coming to my game shows again. This has been my 4th ABC. I love coming to Chattanooga. I love coming to Tennessee and entertaining you guys. And hopefully, if things go well, we'll do it again next year. Remember, I do have a Patreon. Some of you in this audience donate to it, and I thank you very much for it. If you're feeling generous, patreon.com/Greggo's Game Shows. The YouTube, the Facebook, all Greggo's Game Shows. Until next time, this is Greggo, Pokemon Game Show. Bye for now.